Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show. It is episode 165 today and I'm feeling nostalgic, I'm feeling happy and I'm feeling homely.
For the visual people, we're back.
We are back in the dungeon.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, we're back where it all started.
It
in
looks
the
beautiful.
man cave, yeah.
With the new lighting, thanks to Poddy C, this looks beautiful.
It looks really nice.
It does.
Yeah.
And
warm.
it is a very warm day today.
Yeah, but it looks warm too,
It looks
in a
warm.
nice way, in like a winter Christmas way.
But most importantly, it feels warm.
Yeah, it's about 38 standard,
Indeed.
but we push through like warriors.
Also, a shout out to bed listeners. The other day, I was listening to a Theo Von podcast to get me to sleep. Soothing voice. And I was just thinking, shout out to all the people that go to sleep or fall asleep listening to us.
Yeah.
We hope you have
There was a girl watching us
sweet
on a
dreams.
projector, I think.
Projector screen.
She was on her bed, so that's nice. Bed listeners next level, you know.
Indeed.
We found money.
Yes, we did.
So from an old YouTube video, we bought $100 $2 scratchies.
Correct.
Scratched them off. We came back with 110.
Yep.
And that had just been left down here for 6 months. We come this morning, clear the table, and then pick it up and bang, $110 inside.
It's amazing. It's almost like Christmas again.
I wonder if we can turn that into like 10K.
I don't know, maybe. Because I think, I don't know why there was an urgency for us to take that money, and maybe we did think of, maybe we'll...
What do you do with $100 to make more? There's not much you can do.
No.
There's no stock that's going to fucking...
No, and you don't want to go down the sports betting route because, come on, it's hard.
It is.
It's hard, and not many people actually win in the long run.
No.
And, if we turn that 100 into 400... I reckon that there'd be something in your head saying that 400's going into 10K now.
Yeah, it has to, right? How do we get it to 10K?
I'm happy to take my 55 and go and get Nando's or two.
Yeah, we'd do a few.
Indeed. You and I watched a movie. You haven't finished it yet.
No. But I feel like I get the general idea of it.
Mate.
I'll get around to it. What's it called
It's
again?
called All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
Now, a friend called Josh from Sydney told me to watch this. He's a lovely, lovely bloke, and he is an actor.
Okay.
He's done some acting, so he knows what's good. And he said it's brilliant. It's in German. Keep the German language on.
Always got to keep the original audio.
Listen to the subbies.
You
right?
always got to listen to the authentic audio.
You do, or else
It's a disgrace. Because imagine you're watching that movie, they're in the trenches in World War I, and then it's just an American dude.
It's just not right.
My mom told me to be careful what I eat.
But no, it was, displaying what happened in World War I from a Germany point of view. And it was these 4 guys, and they're all mates.
These gullible guys, unfortunately.
And they sort of convinced each other that it would be a fun trip.
Yeah, let's go, front line.
Yeah.
I don't know what they thought it was going to be.
No. And
Maybe it was being the news outlets were making it a bit more glamorous than it was.
Yeah, well, it was all you were the golden generation. You were going to, come back as heroes.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to love you. You were going to change this country for the better. And they went there and got fucked up.
Yeah.
Blown up. The scenes are horrific, so if you don't like a lot of that gory stuff, don't watch. But my Lord, it was a well-constructed movie, but gee, it's sad. It's not a feel-good movie, no way. It's not.
And that first one got Germany itching for round 2. They thought, you know what? Not fair.
Nah.
Let's go again.
Crazy.
Will they go a third round? I don't know.
I hope not.
Maybe.
Would we...
I don't think they're allowed to build a military. That's probably a smart idea. There's obviously something wrong with them.
I'm not sure what the political relations are between us and Germany.
No, we never hear anything about Germany in Australia.
Because obviously now it seems to be like a China and maybe Russia versus the world.
I wouldn't say that we're bros with Germany. I don't know why.
Yeah, but
I just don't get that vibe.
I can't see Germany siding with a Russia or a China.
I reckon they've learnt their
in the current
lesson
world.
and they probably go about things in a more... They're probably behind the scenes running the show, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the thought of it. And we were actually talking about Oh, imagine if we went to that war. And we were saying we would do everything we could to not go.
Yeah, everything. And if I had to go, like I said, I'm being the cook. Whipping up meals for the boys, nice beef stew when you come back.
You could still get mashed up from the kitchen though, like.
No, I'm in the kitchen back in like,
Oh yeah.
you know, like wherever base camp is,
Yeah.
like deep in our territory.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Because that's just horrible.
Yeah, these blokes were pushing like for 50 meters
Reusing
of ground.
uniforms.
Oh. Yeah, it's like when the main character was enlisted.
Someone else's name. They go, oh, it's
Name
just a
tag.
mix up.
Yeah.
No,
No, that's a dead guy's uniform.
that guy just got slaughtered, bro.
Yeah. No, it's a horrible. It's a great movie in that it like shows how
Yeah, depicts
devastating
it well.
war can be.
Yeah.
And is. But yeah, it doesn't have us jumping to go.
There was a good one I watched about Australians.
Really?
In, what was it called? The Battle of Long Tan or something like that. Pretty good.
Yeah.
About these, based on a true story, these Australian lads in, I want to say World War II, Southeast Asia. Just, oh, bro, crazy.
There you go.
Those Asians are, because the Asians, right, they're quick. The Vietnamese,
Fast.
they're fast, they're vicious, they're fierce competitors.
Seem to always be in sport as well on the offense.
Yeah.
They're always taking it to you.
Yeah. They're not known for their defense.
No.
They're known for counter-attacking a lot of Asian teams in soccer as well.
Yep.
So
Fast.
I wonder how the Vietnamese national team is.
I don't think they're very good, to be honest.
Too attacking, see? They just
Yeah.
want goals.
That's it. Hungry.
Yeah.
Shower washing deal. So
Yeah.
we had a bloke message in the show this week and he said, what did he say?
You wash yourself in the same routine
Yeah.
without noticing.
Right. And you said that you do know.
Yeah.
And you take like a very,
Yeah, I just do it in the same way every single time.
Yeah.
No matter what.
and I think I do that as well, but I am not really thinking about it too much.
Yeah.
So, for example, do you use a bar of soap or like shower gel?
Shower.
Yeah,
soap,
same,
yeah.
same.
Yeah.
No, bar of soap I used when I was a kid.
Same.
And then I sort of,
It's an older generation's thing,
Yeah.
I feel.
and I remember once I went to my grandma's house and there was like a hair on it.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, no, I want to use remember when we were younger and the Link shower gels
Oh
were like the
my
main thing?
God, bro.
So
Those things were incredible.
I really wanted those and I got it for Christmas once and it was like, best Christmas ever.
And they would like foam, like bubble.
Yeah.
It was like a bubble bath in the shower. They were
And they
elite.
were like 5-in-1. And whenever I saw like 5-in-1, I was like, oh, got to be good.
Yeah. Does it all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they were good, bro. Back
Yeah,
in the
I'd
day.
say unknowingly, I am doing the same thing over and over. What's
Yeah.
your routine?
So I go, hop in, wash face.
Yep.
Wash hands first, actually.
Wash hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm going, and then I wash face.
Yep.
And then I do armpit,
Yep.
and kind of like arms,
Mhm.
body,
Yep.
then like balls,
Yep.
you know. And
Manscaped,
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out.
Then I do legs,
Yep.
put some soap them up, and then I do butt crack,
Yep.
then feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do full body, everything.
Yeah. And then if I'm washing my hair, I'll do, when I first get in, I'll do face and then shampoo, wash the shampoo out, then conditioner and leave that
Okay.
in for the rest and then finish off the
Right.
job later.
Okay. Mine, I go left armpit, right armpit,
Yeah. Pit,
wash my hands
pit
off.
central. Yep.
Then I do like shoulders and upper back.
Yep.
Then I do like front, so chest, balls, willy, massive willy, might I add. And then I do bum crack. I do like 2 swipes.
Yep.
Sh- sh- And then I'll do legs. I'll be honest, I don't do legs as in depth as I should.
Okay.
I just go shoop, shoop. And then feet depends every couple of days, I'd say.
Yeah.
But I just figure all the soaps, going down my body onto
It's
my
getting
feet.
there at the
It's
end.
getting there, isn't it? Or that could be all the dirt as well. So
Yeah, I guess there's 2 ways to look at it.
But when I look at my feet now, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's how we shower.
indeed.
Yeah, apparently some guys don't wash their butt at all.
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen that, so
disgusting.
that's pretty crazy. I
Yeah.
feel for those girlfriends and stuff.
Indeed. Stinky boys.
Okay, this is this was sent in from a physics teacher or
Correct.
whatever. He was chatting with us about the old jump on a train. You jump in, you jump on the train, and he sent this in. So this is a thinking man's question, and we love him. And we don't know the answer to this because this is crazy.
Correct.
You got a truck delivering birds,
Right.
right? Would the truck be heavier if the birds were flying around in the back or if they were sitting on the floor in the back.
Oh.
What?
Would the truck be heavier if the birds were flying around?
So it's full of them, bro. There's hundreds of birds in there.
So they're still inside the truck.
Yeah, but if they're all flying, so they're all flying, right?
Yeah.
Would there be even weight in there?
I wouldn't think so because
It couldn't, right?
when you think
If
of
you
it,
put them on a scale,
yeah,
and then all the birds go, and they
flying,
bump
it's
up,
zero.
there's zero.
Exactly.
So what is weight?
What is weight? And then the way I'm thinking of it is, let's say there's 100 birds, right? And the 100 birds are standing on the bottom of the back of the truck.
That puts some weight. It
has
has
to.
to. But if they all jump up and fly
Start
around,
flying. But it's weird because they're still inside the moving vehicle.
but one way it weighs a lot and the other it weighs nothing.
You know what's also incredible? When there's a moving vehicle and a bird can just fly within it
Yeah,
as it's moving.
crazy.
That's like, there's also the other question that we've had before where when there's a fly in the car, right, and you're driving, what speed is the fly flying at? Is it flying at the speed that the car's traveling?
Or is it just
flying at the little...
relative,
mate.
right? I don't know.
Relativity, that's what we say.
Law of relativity, that's a good
Jamo
one.
Dyl in science school.
Law of relativity, Isaac Newton.
Newton
That's
John
a good
and that.
one. That's
Olivia
a good one.
Newton-John.
That's my favourite law,
Mm.
is the relativity.
Yeah.
Because, everything's relative.
Oh, it is. It actually is. All right, we've got a question sent in from a bloke from, I believe, Leicester
Really?
in England. Also, the
He lived
last
his life.
question, the birds in a truck, was from the UK as well.
Yes.
So shout out to our UK people. We love you very much. But this
Physics.
one is from Leicester. And he wants to know, so, okay, he likes a girl in the gym. He's got a gym crush.
It's a common thing.
It is. And he is thinking in his head, all right, I want to ask her out. I want to go and talk to her. What's the best way of asking her out without being the weird creep? And I'm trying to rally my head and think, what's the best way to do it? There's a few questions I have. One, have you been checking her out during
Is
gym
there
sessions?
any eye contact, mutual eye contact?
But could she be, if you're looking at her and she's been noticing, and she might think, oh, what a creep. Like, you're
It's
the
tough
guy
to
that
know.
looks at...
Is there any casual hellos? If you've seen each other at the gym for a year and there's not been a hello yet. Well,
And there's also, and you can't deny it, right? If there's a 9 out of 10 bloke who's looking at you in the gym and you're single and open, right, you'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
But if there's a less attractive man looking at you, he's a creep.
He's a creep.
He's a creep, but the other bloke, because he's
Relative,
attractive.
bruv. See?
Relativity.
Relativity.
It all comes back to our science class.
Yes.
And we're willing to do lessons and teach people, aren't we, Dylan?
Law of relativity.
Indeed.
People think about it it might have been made and meant in one way, but that's not how it's used.
I don't know why this has come into my head, but remember stop motion movies and stuff?
Yeah.
I remember in primary school having to make a stop motion film on photo booth on the old MacBooks. And I remember Coraline was a stop motion film. And then I went and watched a movie about arranged marriage. This is so off topic, but I went and watched a movie at the Burswood Outdoor Cinema the other night, right? And it was pretty good movie, 6 out of 10.
What was it called?
Rom-com. What's Love Got to Do with This, I believe. And it's like a rom-com, English, about a English-born man with Pakistani parents. And so he's Pakistani looking, however he's pure English. And everything he does is English apart from this marriage, right?
Oh, arranged things.
He has to do the arranged thing. And they he goes to a matchmaker and the matchmaker finds someone in Pakistan, right? So he's on, he's talking to this girl on FaceTime or Skype or whatever. And then he's like, oh, would you move to London with me? And she clearly doesn't want to move. And the parents are in the background saying, yes, she will. And it's all parent driven. The parents want this to happen because it's tradition, it's culture, so and so. Anyway, I was watching that movie, 6 out of 10. You can predict what's going to happen before it's even started type thing. But what I was going to say is that the trailers prior to the movie, I often don't care too much. Like, and sometimes it won't have any relation to the movie you're watching.
Yeah.
It. And then there was a stop motion movie that came up, and I'm thinking that's like fucking. It's coming out this year. Why?
I wonder if maybe there's been real advancements in the quality.
Yeah, but mate,
I haven't seen one of those since like Coraline.
You know what
bro.
stop motion is? A hassle. Yeah, move it. Beep. Yep. Beep.
That's crazy.
Photo. Beep. Photo.
Well,
No,
do you remember what that stop motion movie was called coming
I
out?
don't. I believe it looks a lot like a Wallace and Gromit type movie.
Okay.
Maybe with a dog in it. I can't remember exactly, but I saw it and I was just thinking, and I wasn't trying to shit on it. Like
You're just thinking, well, it doesn't have a place anymore.
In my head, it doesn't. In my heart, it doesn't. Would I go out and watch it? No. Because I just think, well, now we have movies like Avatar.
Yeah, they're just taking it to the next
that are
level.
incredible. And you've just seen Avatar, haven't
Yeah,
you?
it was a good movie.
What would you rate it?
7.5.
Okay, which is a solid.
Maybe it's
solid
probably
rating.
grown on me over the part. Maybe I'll go 7.8. It's grown the more I've sat on it.
All right, I'll give you 3 questions. Was it too long in your heart?
Only like very slightly. So overall, I actually think they did well to make it not seem as long as it was.
Okay.
So I'd actually give them an A for that.
Right.
They did well.
I've heard a lot of people saying the plot is very similar to the first one. Is that true or false?
No, actually, I don't think it's similar.
Okay.
I feel like the first one's more about saving Pandora itself. I
Okay.
feel like this one's a bit more about the family, about
Alright.
him trying to, I would say. So I actually think it's a little bit different.
Okay. And then 3, would you recommend it to our listeners?
Yeah, everyone should go watch
Okay.
it.
There we go.
But
Thanks for the
I
movie
watched it in
review.
3D, and the 3D aspect of it didn't impress me as much.
Oh, really?
Well, I feel like when I used to go watch 3D movies, they like come out at you.
Yeah, they
I didn't
used
really
to.
experience that.
Did they
It's more
not?
just look. No, so
That's piss weak.
I think the 3D aspect is overrated. Like I don't know, maybe my 3D was broken.
when
at
I
weeks,
watched
but
Avatar in 3D,
I remember it
first
would like
one,
jump out at
yeah.
you. This one was more just like, I guess everything was 3D, but it was just a bit, I don't know.
These blue alien things were like pulling their hands out and ripping my soul out.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't as intense. So
That's
I
bit
was
disheartening.
the whole time I was a bit wondering like, oh, I wonder when something's going to jump in my face.
And then you got to the end and you were like, oh.
yeah.
So
But,
if
it's
things
good.
were jumping at your face and it was a bit more interactive, would it get like a
Yeah, because I'd be
8.5?
more, because obviously everyone, harps on about it. But maybe when I'll probably rewatch it when it comes out on a Netflix or
Okay,
whatever, and then
yep,
I'll
yep.
watch it normal and see how it is. And
Right.
But it is a good movie. You should watch it. I guess it's like a cultural thing,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
tomorrow I'll watch it.
Like,
Yeah. So I'll let you know what I think.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. And they're already, number 3's already made.
Oh, yeah.
He's already made half of 4, I watched him saying. So,
Crazy.
yeah.
Let's have a break. And then we've got 4 Who's Punchings today.
Yeah, because
And
there's
a-
a few good ones.
Message to the people who don't make Who's Punching. Sorry. I mean, we get so many sent in each week, so it can be quite difficult to pick which ones we want to use.
Yeah.
And we can't just be using all of them. Once again, this is a podcast.
Some of your Who's Punchings are just boring.
Yeah.
So, like, they're what.
Yeah, like there's not much for us to add.
You
So,
know?
yeah. In saying
Some
that,
people are, I'm going to say desperate to get on.
I'll say quadruple desperate, infinity desperate.
Yeah.
We had one girl, we won't name names, but she has sent it in twice, I believe. And then she said, hey guys, just wondering when you'll use it. And then she sent in another one like, hey guys, why isn't it being used?
Some of the pictures are funny. Like, they'll send them as a couple, and then they'll be like, one of him shirtless, one of her in a bikini. Just like, what the fuck?
They want every angle.
It's so funny. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, we'll have a little break and then we'll come back with Who's Punching and the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Welcome to Who's Punching with Jamo and Dylan.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was.
That
It
was
was a nice
nice.
little, like almost a farmland type.
Yeah, nice little melody.
jingle.
Theo Von would like that, I reckon.
Oh, he would.
He would love that.
I want him on so bad.
Maybe that can be our, like, next YouTube series.
Trying to get
Yeah, just
Theo.
doing showing up anywhere,
Mm.
tailing him. We'll be like paparazzi.
That'd be good.
Doing everything for Theo.
Send 5,000.
Here's our last
emails a day.
$1,000, Theo. Please come on.
Maybe our 110 can get us closer. Also, Hamish Blake from Hamish and Andy was just at Rottnest Island the other day.
Is he still in Perth?
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so. But yeah, we've tried before to get him on.
They don't even reply to us. It's really sad. Imagine they hate us.
They're our idols.
Imagine they've seen our TikToks. They're like, these guys are dickheads. Like, they'll never be us.
Behind your head, we have the definitive, ultimate, exclusive, and complete Hamish and Andy box
right
set.
there.
So we're big fans and we love them.
And they hate us. Hey, boys, we'd love to be featured in Who's Punching. We both think that the other person is more attractive.
Okay.
Photo number 1.
All right.
He's a big man.
He's a big
and she's
man.
a small woman.
I have him punching in the
Same.
first photo. She wins. She's got a pink
He looks
dress.
very, like, jungly.
Yeah.
Just like a jungle man.
There's no, like, racism can be involved with saying he looks like an ape.
No. They match.
They match very well. The outfits are great there.
He's punching.
He's punching, but he does look good in that second photo. Third photo, footy player, big biceps.
Ben Brown.
He's got the pipes.
She's all rugged up. Must be cold.
Yeah, I still think he's punching.
Same.
However, he does have a jungly George of the Jungle
Yeah.
Tarzan.
He's a big man.
Tarzan look to him.
He's a big man.
So I think she should be happy as well because she has, what do they call him? A hunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is a hunk of a man.
They're a nice couple.
They are indeed.
All right. This girl, please tell me, am I BF who's punching? And then she sends it again. Me and my boyfriend want to know who's punching. Well,
No
you got to
worries.
know.
You know what? We can sort that out for you.
Picture number 1.
Yeah, he's punching
He's punching.
so far.
Yeah.
First photo, second photo. Yeah, him again, I'd say. 2-0.
His face looks 12, but he's like a big dude.
He is a big dude. That'll help him when he's older.
Yeah, he's
They love that
punching.
pose.
They
Massive
do.
arm over her shoulder,
My girl.
and then he's kissing her in the head. And then this one,
damn.
you know, his face looks like Erling Haaland.
yeah. Wow.
He looks like Erling Haaland
Haaland,
without the
bro.
long hair.
If he had long hair, he could dress up
But
as
that's
him.
Schmerling Haaland.
He's punching.
Schmerling McFarlane.
I don't really... Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's punching. But again, big man.
He's
We've
a
had
big
2 strong men so far.
If he was like 5'8", good luck to you.
Yeah. No,
God did bless you with height. You're,
Height
good
and
job.
strength.
Yeah.
I can tell he could throw me across a room.
Oh, yeah.
Like a javelin. Or shot put.
Some classic events.
Classical events, just like this classic backdrop we possess today.
Radiant.
Radiant. Here is the final Who's Punching for the week.
We want to know who's punching. Be brutally honest, please, and settle this once and for all.
No worries.
Unbelievable. Number
Happily.
1. A happy
Number
couple.
one. The man's got a lapel microphone
Yeah.
on. I wonder what he was recording.
Yeah, he's punching.
Yes, he is. You know what? He looks like a good bloke.
He does look like, I reckon he'd be
Goofy,
a great,
but good
I
bloke.
reckon he'd be a great mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a good one to have, indeed. Yeah, fun glasses.
Yeah, she's like she's the blonde Australian.
Yeah.
When you think of blonde Australian
Yeah.
girl, she's got the tan,
Indeed.
straight hair. What
Yeah.
is it? Yeah. You're fucking gulping, bro. It is hot.
I don't know if you can hear that, but the family dog is underneath the table drinking water.
It's the longest drink ever.
And it sounds suspect, doesn't it?
Okay, happy days. And last but not least,
He looks happy there.
he looks happy. I like him.
I like them
He's
as a
punching,
couple,
but I
to be
like
honest.
him.
Yeah, he is punching, but I do like them as a couple. And I think they match each other quite well, even though...
This is an Australian couple.
Oh,
That's what I love.
That is who.
He's got the mullet,
That's
the
the
mo.
couple that you would meet in Ibiza
Yeah.
on a night out.
Yeah.
And then you'd spend
How
the
you
rest of the
going?
night with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the pub, at the bar.
Lovely people.
Beautiful. The people that I want to party with.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what a great Who's Punching this week.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was filled with... It was a clean sweep for the women.
Yeah, you guys killed it this week.
Well done to the women out there in the world. But,
Stepping up your games. A few weeks they've been getting smoked.
Indeed, they have
And the people
been.
aren't happy. Some, when the woman's punching, the community likes to pretend sometimes that she's not.
Yeah.
But sometimes they are.
There was one comment, and like, I'm going to be completely honest, on the Jamo and Dylan account, I barely look at the comments anymore.
The TikTok?
Yeah,
I don't look at them either.
I don't like doing it because I know you go in, you say, subscribe.
That's it.
This is the
Then I leave
and then
it.
you have like for this one, like for that one, and then you're out, which is fine.
I only check the views.
Yeah. And then because at the end of the day, TikTok is for us to get eyes on this. We want the long form podcast to be the main attraction, right? And TikTok is the it's the billboard, right?
Is.
And there was one comment on one recently that actually annoyed me, and it was a girl saying, "Oh, you saying that she has pretty eyes? There's like you saying that she has pretty eyes and pretty this is you saying that she's not attractive at all." And I was like, "What?" I'll find it because it's annoying me. And
How does that make any sense?
I've just
What? What do you want us to say?
Okay, hang on. We'll go Jamo.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah, and you need to also understand we have girlfriends. We can't be rattling off 15 amazing things. Okay, so it's this one here. They are basically saying she isn't pretty when they talk about her features.
Even though we basically said she has nice features and called him ugly.
443 likes.
That's unbelievable.
And then shout out to Aiden Burke, 06. They called her pretty multiple times, 50 likes. Thanks, Aiden. We did. We said nice eyes. She had nice hair that suited her.
What are we meant to say?
And then we're going to dip out because we don't want to get too involved, which I think is very valid and fair. And this woman, right, has come out and flamed us saying, "Oh, you're saying that she's not pretty."
Who's this woman? Get her up again. Please. Ah, yep. If she's got a profile like that, she's ugly.
That's
Only ugly chicks have weird fucking characters.
And shout out to Taylor McCarthy as well. She said, literally, how?
Let me see her profile.
It actually has a profile.
A nice woman.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Lovely. A real person.
That's actually a good comment. He's punching cones. That's good.
Oh, yeah, he is definitely actually. He did look like a bit like a... Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, voice messages.
We hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the Poddy, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
Here we go, voice messages.
Hey boys, just a quick question for the Poddy. Just arrived in Perth actually, and I just had a quick question. So, what are your thoughts on Uber drivers not putting your suitcase in the boot? Like, is that their job or yours? Because if I'm going to the airport, I think like they should put it in the boot. Anyways, the Uber driver did not help me, and when I pulled it out, a pair of his undies and a hat fell out of the car as well, and I was like obligated to pick it up and put it back, but I felt very uncomfortable. But I'm just kind of curious what your thoughts are. Who's in the wrong there? Who should put the suitcase in the boot?
He's in the wrong, the Uber driver.
Yeah.
And
Picking up his undies, bro.
he's got extra undies in the boot, in case he shits himself while driving.
Fuck, I wouldn't be picking those up.
What's the go with that?
Yeah, it's like nice to... You'd think all the Ubers I've had pick like...
Yeah, well,
at least try to
taxi
offer.
drivers
Yeah.
would do it. So why wouldn't an Uber?
Yeah.
An Uber is just another form of taxi service. It's the new taxi service. And if you're taking away an integral part of the taxi service, then you're not going to be getting 5 stars.
We need the class.
You'll be getting 1 star for no service, poor service.
Every Uber I've had's done it, so he's a lazy Uber.
Yes.
And he's
disrespectful, rude,
disrespectful.
arrogant, ignorant, and shits himself.
Yeah.
Or wheezes his
Not a
pants.
good combo, bro.
No. So, no, you're in the right. And, yeah, he's clearly in the wrong. I mean, just you don't... Also, the boot will be utilised by people who need to go to and from, houses,
Yep.
the airport.
Yep.
So
You know they're putting it in there, mate.
Yeah, so take your undies out and your
It's
socks.
the main storage,
Maybe he lives in his car.
Maybe he does live in his car.
Yeah. And he's
well.
just fed up with the
Lol.
world.
No, that's mean.
but deserved.
Hey boys, just had a bit of a weird thought. So, you will probably like this. So I was just at Nando's getting myself some tenders, and there was this lady that came up and she just went to the counter and was like complaining, saying that they got some of their order wrong. And like, part of me understands, like, you know, if you got your order wrong, you got to get your food right. So you go and say that, hey, I got the order wrong. But to me, it's just such of a shitty thing to do. Like, you look at those people, like when you're waiting in line for your food and you see them go and complain, and you just think, like, oh, like you're a shit sort of person, you know. You just think they're a shitty kind of breed of people. I don't know. It's just the thought that I had while I was waiting in line. But yeah, love the Poddy boys. Keep up the good work as always.
I understand where he's coming from.
But I think there's a way to go about
Yeah.
it. It depends how they're going about. If they're making a scene, then
yeah, you're like,
but
get
there's
me out of here.
If they've got your thing wrong in a bad way, then what are you meant to do?
Yeah, and the way we would go about it is, hey guys, I'm just letting you know that I ordered this and I haven't got it. And then normally they would be fine with it.
Yeah. When people make a scene, I agree. I think, oh, come on, mate.
Yeah.
Like, but you got to let them know.
You do. You need to let them know. Because if you don't let them know, they won't get it right.
That's as I feel like you think they're shitty people when you're like 16, 17, 18. You're like,
Yeah.
ugh. But then as you become an adult, you realize like,
understand it's just
nah,
a
they
mistake.
got to get it right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
It's just a part of
that.
maturing.
It is.
Little boy. But at least he was at Nando's, the big man.
Oh, we love Nando's.
Hey boys, love the show. I just wanted to send this because I was talking to my friends about it today and I don't know if I'm being dramatic or not. But one of my icks is when you go over like a speed hump or like a pothole in the road. And like this is when I'm driving with a guy, for example, and his whole body just like jumps and like, you know, shakes around over the bump. I just find it so gross and it gives me the ick. So just let me know if I'm being dramatic.
How good. That's really good.
That's really good because the visuals of it is amazing.
Yeah.
We can see what's
just
going on.
man's
in
over
their
the
head.
bump, bro, and he's just all
Ready?
like head bobbling. She's probably just sitting there thinking, what the fuck? Yeah, one hand being cool. Yeah, so where are we going?
This is going to piss her off watching this. I hope she's a viewer.
Unbelievable.
My God. But yeah, that's quality. And like,
That's a great ick.
I understand when people go really slow over speed bumps, but some people go extremely slow.
When people are in four-wheel drives and go over shit slow, I'm just thinking, what the fuck's wrong with you?
don't you have, like-
It infuriates
Don't
me.
you have quadruple suspension?
Yeah, like...
And a
just
3-litre turbo?
Just go over it, bro.
And 8 wheels?
And a fuel tank and an extra fuel tank.
Double alloy rims?
Extra bull bar.
I remember when we had Trent Rivers on the podcast and he was also talking about car guys and he was like saying, oh, because he doesn't
He had a
understand
Holden
it.
Cruise, I think he said. I wonder if he's still rolling around in that or if he like
Nah.
won the flag and thought, you know, we'll get a fucking BMW
nah, I
or
reckon
something.
he's changed it
Yeah.
We should ask him actually. But yeah, shout out to Trent.
Premiership star.
There he is, isn't he?
Last voice message from our friend in England.
Okay.
I'm going to look at his story. What's he up to? He is in, so he was at Loch Ness, like in Loch Ness
Wow.
Monster. And then he was at Hopeman Skate Park.
I reckon if he saw the Loch Ness Monster, it would have been on his story. So
Yeah, maybe it's not
maybe
real.
that's not real, yeah.
Hello lads, hope things are well. Currently in my third week of the UK tour, currently on the north tip of Scotland. And I've come across a lot of chavs over here. Now, I wasn't too aware of what chavs were before coming to the UK, but chav stands for council house and violence. They're girls that come from a council house, they love a bit of violence, and they'll hit on you. They're not afraid to let you know who they are. So I was just wondering, for the UK audience, who would you compare a chav to in Australia? Who is the Australian chav?
See, we don't have much council housing here, do we?
Not like it. I feel like it doesn't
It's a different
correlate as well. But
No.
maybe people from the UK who live here will
Yeah.
be able to
help us
So it's
out.
more of a question for them.
Because often I see chavs get compared to eshays.
Yeah.
However, I'm not too involved with either.
Yeah.
And I wonder what he meant by like they hit on him.
I think so. They're saying like,
Hey, sexy Australian.
I think they're saying shit like that to
Oh,
him.
really?
Do you reckon he's gone there? Yeah. Druzy might have hit one or two.
Come over here, you dirty little boy.
You kind of have to, part of the experience.
Fucking get your dick over here, you dirty little cunt.
That's probably exactly how it sounds, right?
I assume so, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's that.
That's that.
2 confessions.
Confessiones.
It's now time to dive into your deepest and darkest confessions. Let's hear what the people have to get off their chest.
Bit of flair.
Yeah, a bit of flair, bit of talent.
Hey boys, love the potty. I've got myself in a bit of a situation. Could you let me know what you think?
Yeah, of course.
A few months ago, myself and a few workmates hit the town for a night out. Already sounds like it's going somewhere, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
when workmates are involved, come on.
Whilst we were out, myself and another female co-worker ended up kissing. All was fine and I enjoyed the night and didn't think anything of it until we were in the cab on the way home and she told me she had a boyfriend of 5 years, which I was unaware of.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend found out the next morning, not from her. However, he decided to stay with her. Unfortunate, right?
Right, yeah.
And you think it's done? After this had all happened, we continued to stay in touch and have gone out and had sex on multiple occasions. Am I in the wrong for still seeing her now that I know she has a boyfriend?
You're both in the wrong.
You're both in the wrong.
She's probably 60% wrong. You're 40%.
Yeah.
Because obviously you know that you're doing the wrong thing, but she's allowing all of this to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
She's opening the door. She's saying, come in, have at me, right? While the boyfriend of 5 years is
Flower
sitting at
Town.
home thinking, gee, work's a bit late tonight,
Playing
isn't
2K,
it? Yeah.
you know?
You love using that example, don't you?
Yeah.
Was this from Australia?
I think
Or-
so. Yeah, I'll say
Can I
it's
have a
Australian.
look at just the person?
Yeah.
He wanted this for the courtroom.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was more of a... I
Okay.
just thought it was more of him wanting advice, you know what I mean? Okay. Plus the courtroom's a bit dead, so...
Here is his confession. How do, gents? Possibly one for the courtroom. How do? I'm basically having to cut myself off from the boys. It's at a point where it's embarrassing to be with the group. That's a big statement.
It's a big statement.
They've got a reputation for being dicks and scrapping in town and just being rough, right? So these blokes are getting in fights, you know, not pleasant to be around. They get talked about on the regular.
Hooligans.
Yep. They've always done gear occasionally, like everyone does, but now they're doing it at every occasion, several times a week, and they're changing for the worst. I'm a boring cunt that doesn't do gear. It's never interested me, but it's at a point where I don't want to be with them. They try and get me to do shit, and it's at the point where I have to watch my drink to make sure nothing dodgy happens. Thing is, I'm at a job I love with lots of responsibility, and we get drug tested on the regular. I don't want to risk losing my job for the sake of being with these lads. I've got other mates, but it's still shit leaving the boys I've been bros with for 15 years. Am I being a dick and stuck up for moving on from them, or is it just getting older and is it the right thing to do? Big love from the UK lads. Anonymous, please.
It's tough,
15
bro.
years is a long time. Now, I might have a different viewpoint to you. This guy seems to be on a completely different trajectory to his mates.
Yeah.
Right? Leaving mates isn't an easy thing to do,
Not at all.
and I think he might have to do it.
Yeah.
Because if you're going on nights out, they're getting in fights and doing hard drugs, and you're sitting there thinking, I don't want any part of this, what's the point in you being
Sometimes your
there?
friends can hold you back as well.
Indeed.
You gotta surround yourself with people that you share a similar like lifestyle
Align
to as
yourself
well.
with,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So, yeah, I'd say, look, you can cut them off.
Yeah.
They won't be happy,
Nah.
and they'll probably kill you.
You don't
but-
need to cut them off rudely either. It can be
No.
a casual. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you
don't
just
be
phase
rude
it
about
out
it because
over
they are your
time.
friends still.
Yeah. But yeah, if he's thinking they're going to spike him, that's probably
Yeah, that's pretty
not
crazy.
a good thing.
The hooligans, the locals, bro.
The hooligans, mate. My lord. Jeez. Well, it's been a great episode. I've enjoyed it, actually.
been nice down
thoroughly. And yeah, it's actually a nice day today. What are you up to for the rest of the day, Dyl?
Not sure. Might go to Scarborough Markets tonight.
Oh, yeah, they're lovely.
Yeah,
those are.
so we'll see.
I've always been a fan of those. Great
Might do
food
that.
stalls.
Yeah. Yourself?
I might do that now too.
Yeah?
I'll just see you there.
Bump into each
A
other?
potato on a stick.
Yeah, I haven't been there before. At
Oh,
the
ever?
No, not at the Scarborough Sunset
I
Market.
reckon I've been 7 times
Okay.
with an average rating of 8.2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, it's fun. Like,
So it's a good night out.
yeah, you go there. There's plenty of food options. The smells, you walk past Brazilian, Jamaican, Portuguese, Chinese. They've got everything. Tonight will be a nice sunset as well.
Yeah.
Good
It's great weather.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Late afternoons and nights are great at this time of year.
Biggest issue I have with it is parking. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Even like they have a multi-story that's nearby, and that's a nightmare as well.
Yeah.
So good luck with that. Yeah, I would go way more often if parking was a lot easier.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's a good thing. But yeah, we're recording this a bit earlier this week on the Thursday.
Yeah.
And we might be doing that more often now.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
If we can use this room. And if we do it on a Thursday, we can potentially change a few things and make this perfect. Because we can do some with guests eventually down here.
Yeah.
We'll organise it, sort it out. Also, an update for those who care about my Premier League team. We're probably getting relegated, going down.
Yeah. You guys
sad.
are very, very bad.
Yeah. Can you actually say to my face, Southampton suck, just so I can feel...
Oh, they suck, bro. Of course.
Just say Southampton suck.
Southampton suck. They're
Say-
like really, really
say
shit.
Southampton are a championship team.
That's being nice at the
Say
moment. They are, though. And you're not coming back up. I don't reckon you're coming back up.
All right, that's what I needed to hear. Because
But you would already know that they're shit.
yeah, I know more than anyone that
Yeah.
we're shit.
They're like really bad.
I just don't like the thought of us playing in the championship. And then
You will be playing in the
my
championship.
current head, we're not getting out of there.
No, that's what I mean. You're not coming back up anytime
No,
soon. Maybe after a couple of years.
Yeah. So now I'm sad.
So like next, and
But I did ask
championship's
for
a
it.
long season, bro. It's like 48 games or some shit.
Yep.
Goes forever.
Do I really want to be watching those? Not really. No.
Fuck that. I don't even know what time championship games are on. I've never watched one in my life.
I watched one and it was belter.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was like maybe 2 years ago.
You'll be watching a lot next
It
year.
was on KO Sport and it was like a 3-2 last minute winner.
Nice.
Big crowd, good vibes. They have the playoffs as well. I like
The playoffs are, yeah.
Best part about the league.
Yeah.
I have that to look forward to.
Finals
maybe.
atmosphere. Well, maybe, yeah. See how you go.
Anyway, that'll be it for this podcast. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Big love. Oh, like, subscribe, and
All the
follow the
goodness.
podcast. If you haven't done that, do it. Share it with a mate. And yeah, hopefully we get a few hit talks, and
I think we will.
you guys will have some more people to get along with. Big love.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.